February 13th, 2020, here in the Gambia. I'm over here at Sanyang Beach in the Gambia. Decided to come down here this morning, do a walk around, kind of look at different places. I've been on the hunt for some property in various places here in Gambia. Gambia is interesting, and I will definitely follow through with further information. The truth of Gambia, you shall hear. So look forward to the truth.
The truth, the truth, the truth of Gambia. Here in the last day, our Kathy had put out a video showing some truths about Gambia. And her thoughts and her views, I thought, were very rewarding for those who are interested in going to visit Gambia. The reason behind that is because I don't think that all the videos I've seen between those who are there on the ground really show a picture of how Gambia is the so-called third world, third national, undeveloped country. And so let me just share during my time when I was there. I was there for 4 days, and I'm going to speak on several things. 1, the beaches, the coastline. 2, the tourist area. 3, the interior where the locals live at. 4, the possibility of business venture. Okay, so when I was there, I tell you, it was good being in a new country, different country. The people there are very friendly. I had no problems with the people, the interaction with the people, and talking with the people. Very down-to-earth, genuine people. So let me start with the beaches. Now, I'm going to tell you the beach in itself, I love the beach down there because I just love beaches. I love the water. It does something to me, just hearing the waves crash, the wind blow. And Gambia has, in certain locations, because they have a coastline, but in certain locations have beaches where are very nice. Very nice, and you can lay back and enjoy. Now, where you saw me in the previous video here, I was at Sanyang's beach. Very quiet, not a lot going. It's a little further south than where the tourist area is, but you do see people that are down there on the beach. I just happened to be down there early that morning. So the beaches, I have no qualms about the beaches. Some parts of beaches, they have cows on the beaches, animals on the beaches that I thought maybe was a little bit nuisance, a little bit made me feel a little unease maybe or whatever, but they're there, and that's just part of the life of the Gambians, is their animals is part of the family. And so you got to get used to it. You see the animals on the roads, you see the animals, freely roaming. You'd be like, how does people keep up with the animals when they're just all over the place? But they do. They know how to return, and the people know how to find their animals. But the beaches are lovely, okay? And so that is one of the attractions for the foreigners who come from up in the European area is the beaches. But don't let the beaches just fool you. They're also coming for the Gambians, which I will speak now on the tourist areas. The tourist areas are predominantly white folks who are touring Gambia. There ain't many black folk who tour Africa, period. But it is the Europeans who come down, the women and the men, white old people who are coming down there to get their groove on with a brother or a sister. And you will see up there in those areas where you'll see the old man, old wrinkled up men. Old wrinkled white women, wrinkled white men, just with the youth and really exploiting them for because of the poverty that's there. And I won't even go any further in what goes on with some of the youth that I see them with. I haven't seen children with any, and I was on the lookout for it too. But I didn't see any children, because if I did, I think I would have handled it a little different like my sister Art Kathy did. So But the grown adults, yes, they are there. The Gambians are with the white tourists. In that tourist area, you know, the Chinaman, people from Lebanese or India, they own those properties. Now, I ain't saying that there ain't no Gambians or even those who from the UK or America who have opened up some hotels, resorts, or restaurants in that area. There are, but predominantly it's the other foreigners who are there. And I say the other foreigners because when you're in Gambia or Africa, period, you are looked on as a foreigner. That's just the matter of fact. You're going to get charged a foreigner price, and you are going to be looked upon as such. And so that tourist area up there where the white folks and them, they hang out at, I was just through there, didn't care really to be up around that area. I was really there for business, looking for either property or thinking about launching a business. The interior. Now I'm gonna speak on how Gambia is as infrastructure, the way of living and all that there, which is what I would call the lower end of lower class living, if you will, to get you to understand. The people there are very poor in our eyesight, which you would call poor, whatever that means. The lifestyle or the living, people don't have a lot. People have small houses or huts or small structures that don't have many amenities in it. It may be a couple of rooms. It may have a kitchen, which is very rare for even most African houses. They cook outside. And so when you are going down and driving by different spots, different small towns, you're going to see really a country, low-end type of living where the structure of buildings and all that are very old. Some may be dilapidated, and it definitely would need a facelift in the Gambia, whether it is the capital, Banjul, or as you venture further away. And it gives me a feel of, if you ever been to South Carolina, North Carolina, in the old country town. Oh, matter of fact, I tell you what, if you ever been to the Mississippi Delta, the poorest area in America, you're talking about living like that. And it is definitely moving and eye-opening when you see that. You would think that, hey, this place would have been maybe, you know, the government would have, you know, tried to build this place up, since Gambia is known for its tourism, and it really doesn't have that. The people there, majority of the people there are entrepreneurs. They're working in markets, they're doing their skilled jobs, but it's at a lower level. They don't get paid a lot of money. You know, the average Gambian's getting paid $1, $2 a day. And so they work from day to day. Gambia for me was a no-go because I did not feel that I can go in there, start a business, build a Airbnb building or a hotel, and really reap the benefits of a return. Now, some people, what I've found, business people who are either African business people or even us who live over there, don't look at business sometimes where most people look at business. You know, you want to know what your return on investment is. You know, there's that formula you do, and you figure out how much is a percentage of your money you're getting back. And that's how I do my business, is I'm always calculating the rate of return of my investment so that I know I am profiting. And so I find that when I was there in Gambia, it's very small businesses. There aren't many aggressive type businesses. There aren't many, whether it's organizations or whether it is big corporations, institutions, or what have you, that have come into Gambia. It's just not there. And so my thought is, the government. What are the people who are in the government doing for the people, the residents, the citizens there in Gambia. And I feel they're not doing their job for whatever reason. And what I mean by not doing their job, the roads, they are not up to par. The infrastructure definitely can be brought up, whether it's the lights, the traffic lights on the road, whether it's creating lanes so people can stay in lanes, or whether it's having a sense of order when it comes to doing business, or having residential and commercial. And what I mean by that is the person I was staying with, he showed me one of his properties that he has, some land, and he was very upset because right next door, a person, whoever had that land, built a small mosque there. And having a mosque for the Muslims, they blare the music or the prayers all day long. Somebody's talking or you hear the sounds of it. And it's sad. It's sad because now you can have a house living next to you, or you have a hotel, Airbnb, and there is no sense of order when it comes to intermingling, whether it's commercial, whether it's residential, whether it's religious structures. It's all mixed in together. And I found that to be very disturbing, because you could buy your property and tomorrow somebody can be right next to you and decide they can have whatever they want. Now that's a sense of freedom, but to me, I think that I like a little bit more privacy and quiet when it comes to me and my Garden of Eden. So that was one disturbing thing that I think the government needs to really step up their game. Now, the business, I decided I can't do business there, like I stated before. I don't think they're ready in the sense that to build Gambia. I think they want Gambia just that laid back country. And I'm a little bit more aggressive. I'm a little bit more outsy. I'm a little bit more, want to have more opportunities to go and venture at different eateries or night events or venues. They really don't have a lot there in Gambia. Gambia is very small. You can see practically the main areas of Gambia in a couple of hours. And so I had to kind of cut my interests away from Gambia for those reasons. Now, for yourself, if you are looking for a place that is country feel, laid back, no hustle bustle, you don't need many outlets, you don't do much venturing out, that might be the place for you. But the thing of it is that I also feel as though that when you are the ones that kind of stand out, then people kind of look at you like you the means of money, meaning that you're the one they're going to be coming to. You're the one they're going to try to get that extra dollar out of. You know, when you dress the way you might dress or what you drive, you know, when the majority of people around you are just poor. And you've seen from those YouTubers, Rick and Cynthia, you know, their house was broken in several times. And, you know, they had to get dogs and try to get a means of an alert system or a security system. This is what they had to do. You've seen how the people are and how they work in their work ethic. Laid back, nothing moved, nothing's really big. You know, it's a predominantly Muslim country. As you've seen that they stop, they pray, they take their time. There's no big rush. A lot don't care to make a lot of money. It's all about making that money for the day. And so we also keep talking about coming to build Africa, come to build Africa, come to build Africa. A lot of places in Africa don't need our help. They're doing just fine. And that's where I'm trying to get in at. And so I've been to Ghana. I kind of like Ghana, but there are things with the Ghana I didn't like. But I'm going there, going to go ahead and look at purchasing an apartment and use it as an Airbnb because it's the draw now where everybody's going. It's the Haps. It's got a lot of different areas you can just get away from, outlets you can get away from. You know, you got the whole coastline. You can go from Accra, the capital, over to Elmina in the Cape Coast area. You can go to Kumasi, which is another larger city, which I like. I like Kumasi over Accra. I liked Obri. That's up more in the higher elevation. And you can see all of Accra from a distance. It's a lot cooler over there in Bury. You have beautiful big houses over there. They're doing a lot of different things that are happening over in that area. I was out there at Timbuktu. That's further out over there by the man-made lake. Over there, met a couple of brothers who are from America who have restaurants and all. If you watch my videos of the African Americans doing business in Ghana, there's many opportunity in Ghana. But the Gambia, I'm going to say, it's going to take time. And I don't think the government even cares. The government, I think, is just want to keep Gambia just that laid, quiet back country. I don't see big businesses coming in there trying to do anything with it unless there's some means of an attraction or an attraction that can get money in their pockets. I just don't see it. And so do your homework. Don't go and just buy land and get there and find out this may not be the way of life for you. Because like I said, if you are one that most of us here in America, we like to have our entertainments. We like to get out and do our thing. And the closest place to go, it would be in the largest city, is Dakar, Senegal. And that right there is, you got to take the ferry across the water. That's an hour and 15-minute ride. And you got to if you got to be there at the time the ferry's there to pick you up to get on the ferry, then you got to take another 6-hour drive to get to Dakar. And so unless you're going to fly the airlines over there, which probably would be best to do anyway, I'm not sure. I think it might be a couple $100. That's it. But I rode down there because I wanted to experience and ride through Senegal over to Gambia. Beautiful trip it was, but it was a hard ride though on the bus though. It was a hard ride. And so I liked Dakar. I liked Senegal. It's definitely a larger city and a whole lot more to do. And so I have to tell you all my truth about Gambia. It's very low income based, or it's poverty. It's definitely an undeveloped country. It's the government needs to get things in order when it comes to the infrastructure. The tourist place, I think that it's just going to be the way that is over there. That's on lock. You know, you can't even squeeze in there unless you're going to try to buy that expensive land that it's very little, I think, over that way. But try to squeeze over there and pay a surmountable amount of money to get land. But if you're living on the outside, like the Bag family, where they're in Seafood, they way out there. That's out there, and there's just nothing out there. You see when they drive there. And so unless you want to have your land and be away from all of that, hey, I would say go for it. If you have business ideas that you want to, there's many opportunities there for you to do. You can do whatever business you want. But on a large scale, I'm not sure how large you want to go or grow. But I'll say that keep in mind, whatever business you do, the people who are poor around you, you're going to have to set your price according to that. With that, this is your man, not your boy. Go black to Africa.